I'm going to be reading After the Fall by Santat. Before I begin reading, I want you to keep this quote in mind. Life begins when you get back up. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This is my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day, I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was an accident, but it changed my life. All the king's men managed to pull me back together. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't heal with bandages and glue. After that day, I became scared of heights. I was scared, and it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. I walked past the wall every day and would think about climbing up the ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I couldn't do it because I knew accidents can happen. Eventually, I settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get the cuts and scratches, but day after day, I kept trying and trying. Until I got it just right. My plane was perfect and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being high up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. They always do. I almost walked away again, but I thought about all the time I had spent working on the plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall again. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing, one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Hopefully you remember me as the egg who got back up. And learned how to fly.